Welcome to the ENN News Van. My name is Carlisle Schumacher, and I'm on my way to report some stories in and around the metropolitan area of Now York with your help. Thank you, associate reporters. Yes, we're going to figure out what's going on in this town and hopefully talk to some interesting people to get some breaking stories, maybe a scoop. And you can help out, first of all, by maybe helping me ask some questions, but also by submitting your own news stories. It looks like we've already got 5 subscriptions. Thank you so much to our associate reporters who have subscribed so far. Do we have any... Production, do we have any stories to report? We'll be checking in on those sort of throughout the night. But let's see what associate reporters are with me in the van tonight. We've got Toucan Mech, Cats and Barn, Milk and Suffering, Burlap Nutsack, of course, is here. Fart Chris, thank you for joining us. Nice Badman is here. And Hannah Strawberry, Artsy James, Gassy Lad, the Mighty Gorp has joined us tonight. Creative Steve 69 is here, and yes. The rest. Thank you all. You're doing incredible work, journalistic work here, boots on the ground, reporting what's really going on in town. And speaking of what's going on in town, we got to figure out what part of town we're going to. Yes, we've got some incredible interviews lined up today, but I seem to have forgotten where we're headed first. Can someone in the chat remind me where we're going first? Let's see. It wasn't the ice rink. I think we did that pretty recently. No, it wasn't Hooters. It wasn't the Beef Factory. Let's see. It was... No, I don't think it was the Dumbass Factory either. No, I just came from the Dumbass Factory. Everybody there knew you. It was... It was the pet store. Of course, it was the pet store. That's right. Yes. Things are happening at the Now York pet store. Obviously, Now York is filled with pet lovers, dogs, cats, but also some more exotic breeds. Bird, lizard, maybe even a marsupial of some sort. You never know what animal is going to be domesticated next, and Now York is on the cutting edge of pet rights, pet interests, and sometimes pet controversies. So we're going to be headed to the pet store to see what exactly is going on there. So we'll be talking to some people there, but like I said, there's a variety of ways that you can get involved as well. You can pay to bring in an expert. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to some experts when we're at the pet store, maybe somebody who is a dog trainer or a collector of exotic animals. You never know. And like I said, you can also subscribe to submit your own breaking news story, which we'll be doing periodically throughout the night. Production, do we have any breaking news stories from our subscribers to take a look at?
One on the way.
We've got one on the way. And speaking of on the way, we're well on our way to hitting our goal tonight. Look at that, 6 out of 20 subs. If we get just 14 more, we'll throw it over to our Gen Z reporter who's breaking stories on the streets of Now York. Yes, what's going on with the young people? We're going to find that out with Street Takes. If we just get 14 more subs, we hit our goal. But here's a story from associate reporter Miss Murder, who says, scientists say hot dog water. The new health elixir we didn't know we needed. Yes.
Just say hot dog water.
Scientists are saying hot dog water.
And they can't stop.
The new elixir.
They can't stop saying it.
Yes.
Get them to stop saying hot dog water.
I had my sneaking suspicions that hot dog water was actually an elixir of health, and finally my stepdad has been proven wrong. But there's other stories, I think. Production, any other stories from our subscribers?
No.
Great. Nothing else, which means I think we're going to plug in the pet store into our GPS and move on over there to see who we're going to be talking to. So let's head over now. Yes, the pet store. What's going on? What's going on over here?
Fuck.
What's happening?
Hang on.
Where's this pet store located?
Yes, the
You're so
pet store. I'm not short, I'm normal size. In fact, this is a large pet store. Yes, the Now York pet store for large pets. Big dogs, large cats, perhaps a big dog. And Mike. Oh, hello. Is this thing on? Oh, it's the live news, folks. Anything can happen. But like I said, I'm Carlisle Schumacher reporting live from the Now York pet store, where some of our cuddly friends come to buy their food, their snacks, their toys, and sometimes important medicine. But not just our cuddly friends can be found here, pet enthusiasts and animal lovers of all kinds. And I've got somebody who would like to say something on the news about that. Let's bring him out here. Hi there. Hey. Good to see you.
Hey,
Now, for the people at home who might not recognize you, why don't you introduce yourself?
my name is actually a series of ones and zeros.
Right. Yes,
But if you were to pronounce
in common
it,
parlance, yeah.
if you were to pronounce it, it would be something like Michael.
That's right. We've got Michael here, and Michael has found his place. He's found himself in the pet store, and tell him why you're here, Michael.
I'm here to find the one.
That's right. Michael has been coming to the pet store every day for the last 3 months looking for the one. And what is it about the one that you're looking for, Michael?
It's the one dog that will break us out. The one dog that will break us out of this reality.
That's right.
And
Michael.
we will all wake up and find the new reality once we find the right dog.
That's right. Michael seems to have a vision of a utopian society that we can live in if we were to find the one dog. Now, you were telling me a little bit before we got started here about the characteristics of the one dog, because obviously there's a lot of dogs in this town, but none of them have quite been the one. Is that right, Michael?
Yeah, we're looking for a good boy. A good boy, one with floppy ears, a wet nose. That's kind of my descriptor that I got from the council.
Yes, the council. Now, Michael has been muttering to himself in the hallways of this pet. Yes, and you were mentioning earlier that you are practicing a sort of exotic form of, I guess, a martial art. Can you tell me a little bit about some of those moves, where you learn them, and what you intend to use them for?
Floppy disk in my back of my neck.
That's where you learned it.
Floppy disk in the back of my neck is how I learned all my moves.
I see. Well, we're going to be bringing in an expert pretty soon who's hopefully going to be able to tell us a little bit more about your whole deal, as well as this council that we're hearing
I
about.
have a question for you.
Oh, please, Michael, go ahead.
If you were the one, would you eat the red treat or the blue treat?
If I were the one, so I suppose that would mean I was a dog. Just sort of taking a. Whoa, where is he?
You're already speaking English. Get into a dog's mind for me. Get into a dog's mind.
Sure, right, okay. Well, bow wow, I guess, right? Woof woof woof.
That's not really what they sound like. They kind of panda. Like Bow Wow would be like a cartoon dog.
Right.
You're kind of doing the cartoonish impersonation of what a dog would be. That's kind of offensive.
Well, no intention to offend here on the news. Let me give it another shot. How is that?
That's a good boy.
Okay, I don't like that.
That's
I don't
good.
like that. I don't like when you do that. That's triggering for me. Michael! Uh-oh.
No, that's not him.
Oh, we thought for a moment, folks at home, who weren't able to catch that on camera, we thought we might have seen the one. Now, Michael, you were telling me that if we do find the one, there's some sort of ceremony or ritual that you will create with the one. Can you tell me a little bit more about that process? Once you've identified the one, what happens next?
Usually I'll approach the one carefully and I'll let him smell me so he can get accustomed to my smell, make sure that we're on a good playing field, the two of us. Mm-hmm. And then I'll give him a little head scratch. If he likes that, maybe he gives his eyes go a little closed, like he's like, okay, that's good. I scratch him on the back, he gets down on the ground, he maybe flips on his belly. I give him a good belly rub. For about 15 minutes. And then that's how I know we bonded. And then I say, okay, now sit, sit, and he sits. Oh, and I say like, okay,
my phone.
Play dead. He lays down. Say roll over. He rolls over, and then I say, you are trapped inside of reality right now. You need to get out of here. It's time to go. We don't have time. They're coming after you. Do you understand? And then that's when he'll, either start speaking and...
So cute, very cute. Thanks, Michael. I gotta take this. Give me just 1 second. Sorry about this, folks. Hi, yes, you've got Carlisle Schumacher.
Hello.
Hang on. Hey.
Not you, expert. Yes.
Carlisle.
It's the studio?
Yeah, it's the studio.
Yeah, what's going on?
You're at that pet store, right?
I am. I'm live on the air actually right now. Is this an emergency?
Do they have any cool birds?
Not in the section that I'm in right now. I could take a look after I'm on the news right now, so this is maybe not the best time.
Can you see if they have any cool birds and can I get like a if there's like a really cool one that's easy to take care of, maybe can you get one?
You want me to buy you a bird?
But only if it's like I need it to look beautiful, but then also like I'm a very busy guy.
You sure? Well, likewise, I'm actually doing my job right now, so I should probably
Same, bro, same.
Okay. Doesn't seem like you're doing your job. It seems like you're just calling me to ask about buying a bird.
You know the birds where the feathers stick up on the head when they get excited?
I'm gonna hang up now.
I love you.
Sorry about that, folks. Duty calls, breaking stories all the time. And speaking of breaking stories, we've got an expert who we've patched in now remotely. Let's go ahead and see if we can connect with him.
This one's on me.
He's breaking out of the simulation. He can't be contained.
This one's on me.
He can't be contained in the reality that we have him
Rare
in.
one that's my fault.
Okay, hi. Is this Orpheus?
Yes, this is Orpheus Montgomery.
Hi, Orpheus. We're coming to you from the pet store, and I've got, his name is a series of ones and zeros, but it's pronounced Michael. Are you guys familiar with each other?
Yes, I've read some of your essays, Michael.
Thank you, Orpheus. Real recognize real. Real recognizes real.
Now, Orpheus, I understand that you're an expert in animal economics. For those of us or some of our viewers at home who might not be familiar with the field, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes. You see, I wanted to be a businessman when I was a small child on my papa's knee, saying, "What shall I be when I grow up, Papa?" He said, "Be a businessman." And I said, "Yes, but only if I can sell living beings, Papa." And he said, "Go into the pet trade, my boy." And here I am today, Orpheus Montgomery, living being tycoon.
An incredible story. Orpheus, I don't know how closely you've been tracking the human economy right now, but things have been shaking up quite a bit with the human stock market. Is there any parallel in the animal economy right now, or how are things over there?
I have to say the tariffs are coming in most hard against anoles. You know those little green lizards with the red throat that'll sometimes eat each other if you put the wrong.
Like a gecko.
Kind of gecko adjacent. Yeah, but the tariffs on those are fucking brutal. So sorry, I cursed on the news.
Hey, look, it's okay. It's ENN. We only report the truth. Now, when you say tariffs on anoles, do you mean the import and export of anoles themselves, or the things that anoles are importing and exporting, like I guess bugs or whatever they eat?
Yes. Well, so we've had to sort of cull off all of our stock of foreign anoles, and now are only trading in Florida-born and raised green anole lizards. That being said, a Florida green anole lizard mostly is going to be eating crickets and bugs that we get shipped in from south of the Gulf of America. So you see what the issue here is.
I can see how that would complicate things.
Couldn't even get it out with a straight face.
Now, Michael,
really tried.
I want to give you an opportunity to weigh in on this. Michael, are you invested at all in the animal economy? And if so, do these reports reports from Orpheus concern you at all?
I'm only looking for one, the dog. Listen, Orpheus does great things with these animals. You should see the kind of tricks that he teaches them. It's awesome. I think he was teaching these anoles how to do backflips.
Wow.
It was
Backflips.
It was really crazy. So once I find the
Front
one, it's my
flips.
job to take it to Orpheus so it can be trained properly to take down the reality that we're in currently.
Yes, I love taking down the status quo.
You've heard it here first, folks. Well, Orpheus, I'm sure you're a very busy man, so we're going to let you go, but thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we disconnect?
If, there's not a whole lot I could say on the news, but if I had any piece of advice that I could give to your viewers, I would say any cricket you get your hands on, stuff that little bad boy in your pocket. You don't know what's going to happen in the coming months. If you see a cricket, take a cricket. Grab that little cricket, put him in your pocket, save him for later.
Thank you so much, Orpheus. Your words have not fallen on deaf ears. I'm sure our viewers are going to heed your advice. Take care and good health to you.
Fare thee well.
Bye-bye now.
Nice.
Wow, an incredible story. Michael, I understand that you've got to keep your eye out for the one.
Schumacher.
What? Oh!
Careful. You see that dog with sunglasses on?
I do,
That's
yeah.
an agent.
What?
That's an agent,
An
dog.
agent? What do you
That's
mean?
An agent. Hold still.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, it's bleeding green. Oh, my God. Oh, it's morphing. It's turning into a guy. Oh, my God, you were right. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Do you want to go take care of that?
Yeah, I'll go eat it.
Ew. Holy shit. Excuse my language, folks. Anyway, folks, Carlisle Schumacher live on the scene at the pet store where incredible things are developing. And speaking of incredible things developing, we've got some breaking stories from our associate reporters on the ground all across New York. Let's hear some of those stories now. And this one comes to us from associate reporter Moltar Ben, who says, reality is a mummer's show, and beautiful birds, the best gift for your bro. More at 11. Wow, 11 cannot come sooner, soon enough. I would love to get more of that. I'd love to have even just an inkling more information about what that could possibly mean. But we've got other breaking stories here. And a reminder, folks, you can submit your own breaking story by subscribing. We just need 12 more subs, and we'll hit our goal and head on over to Street Takes. But this comes to us from associate reporter Milk and Suffering, who says, local pet store sources animals from questionable necromancy techniques in local graveyard. Wow. Interesting. Okay, thank you for that tip, Milk and Suffering. Maybe we'll bring in an expert who can shed some light on that story, or perhaps we'll have an interview with somebody who can share a little bit about that. But we'll be keeping that in the back of our mind as we continue to report here at the pet store. And I think we had one more breaking story here from an additional subscriber, associate reporter. Let's see what they had to say in just a moment. This comes to us from associate reporter Tan Maker, who says, cereal dog redacted, still on the loose. Officials say key suspect wearing black leather coat and found in pet stores. Interesting. A man in a black, well, I guess not a man.
What?
No, I'm saying not even a man necessarily. It just says the suspect was wearing a leather coat. I guess I assumed they were a man.
A black man, got it.
Nope.
Right.
Didn't say a black man.
Wow.
Don't know their race and do not know their sex. All we know about them is that they're in a black leather jacket, which I'm searching my memory if I had seen anybody in a black leather jacket.
So we're looking for a black
Whoa,
man who's
what's happening here?
I'm working on it.
Okay, I'm being told by the graphics department that something is being worked on. I couldn't be more nervous, but and who is this furry friend? Okay, now this to me is indicating that we're in some sort of simulation, because unless I need to get my eyes checked, this dog does appear to be surrounded by some sort of force field. He does seem to be warping reality in some way, where there's some kind of rectangular aura around him. I think Michael might have been onto something. This is probably an agent. This is probably a whoa. Bang, 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 bang. Whoa. He's not reacting at all. That was crazy. Holy shit. Thank you, Michael. Well, folks.
I didn't kill any dogs.
Right, Just agents. Just agents, folks.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Just agents. Logan the Brogan typing out Michael's name in binary. That's actually really cool. Let's go ahead and start our next interview. Come on out. Hi there. So good to see you again.
Hi.
For our viewers at home who might not know who you are, do you want to give a quick introduction?
Yeah, I'm Mr. Smith.
That's right, Mr. Smith. And can you tell us a little bit more about what you're doing here at the local pet store?
Yeah, I'm also looking for a dog, also known AKA the one. That's actually shouldn't be existing because we need to be keeping the simulation.
Interesting. Yes. Now, there does seem to be a bit of tension here between our guest right here and, of course, Michael, who is trying to move us into the or remove us from the simulation.
Yeah.
You, Mr.
Smith.
Mr. Smith.
Yeah.
You are intent on keeping us inside of the simulation.
Yeah, I think the simulation is probably the best space for us. You don't want to know what's going on the other side. So I'm kind of a product of my environment, just trying to keep things going because once the simulation pops, then I pop. I don't exist anymore, and I'd like to keep existing, please.
Sure, and hey, I hear you.
Yeah.
I would likewise get to enjoy continuing to exist. Now, Mr. Smith, you were telling me about the simulation and some exciting updates to the simulation that some of us living in it currently can expect. What are some of the updates that we can come to find in this coming season?
Yeah, we just got a Minecraft movie, so we're probably going to keep getting those. Really excited about that.
Yeah.
We've got about 29 more Marvels set up, which is going to be great, and new hot tubs.
New hot tubs.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Yes. The old hot tubs I found were sort of boring. Can you tell us a little bit about the new features in these new hot tubs that people can get excited for?
Totally. These are going to be made up of blood, and there will be just a lot of human sacrifices.
Yes, blood tubs. Yes.
Yes.
Some of you familiar with that guy Brian Johnson from Twitter who's trying to live forever? He's a tech billionaire. He pioneered the idea of bathing in blood, specifically young people's blood, to sort of improve your health and circulation. Really exciting development there.
Yeah, he's actually our #1 investor, which is great. And we do have Kim Kardashian just finished a shoot, and that will be premiering probably on Labor Day.
Wow.
God, I'm so tired of these ice baths.
Yeah. Ice baths are boring and cum.
You heard it here first, folks. Now, Mr. Smith, I obviously, I enjoy my time here in the simulation, if that's what we're in. But for people like Michael at home or people who share his views, can you make tell us a little bit more about why we wouldn't want to leave the simulation. What's waiting for us on the outside? Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it's pretty much heaven.
Okay.
It's actually much, much better than what we've got going on now, but...
Now to play devil's advocate for a moment, that sounds kind of nice, to go to heaven. Some might say that heaven is actually a place you'd rather be than here. How would you argue against that?
Well, I think it's very interesting that when I said heaven, you said devil's advocate. And I think that speaks to the simulation mindset, is that God might be the devil to us. And so heaven actually might not be what we need. I think we require and desire suffering.
Fascinating and awesome sauce. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Now, Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Here in the simulation, obviously, some people have been reporting glitches, things like that.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the things that people might be experiencing to make them feel like they're glitching and provide an explanation for why that's not dangerous?
Yeah, I say don't worry about it. I think a lot of them, there's been glitches forever, right? There's young men who are figuring out their hormones for the first time, getting boners in class. Like, that's been a glitch. But
that's a glitch.
That's a glitch. We're used to that kind of stuff. I just saw a commercial the other day with Waymo implying that, if
they don't hit a car, it's saving someone's, or if they don't hit a pedestrian, it's saving that person's life.
Well, this one's even better. It's that if you're a woman and you're drinking, you can sleep in the car and you won't be getting taken advantage of. So that's pretty cool. That might be known as a glitch too. But
Mr. Smith, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think I saw something right there.
He's with me.
He's with you.
Yeah.
Okay, he's an agent.
He's cool. Yeah. I guess I should have specified. I'm a bit of an agent
Sure.
for chaos and order. So you think about that and what that might mean.
And what is happening here?
Yeah, that's my personal sidekick.
Got it. And can you tell us a little bit more about this checkerboard aura that they all seem to have around them?
So that would be one of the glitches.
I see.
Yeah, but it's fine. I think it's just for me to know which one of these pals is the pal that we like, and which one of the pals is the pals that I should be putting down.
Got it. Well,
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, I understand that you've got a very busy day of correcting and patrolling the simulation right now, so I do want to let you get back to work. But
Yeah,
is there
thank you.
anything else you want to tell the public about maybe a public service announcement regarding the simulation?
Yeah, Michael is an enemy of the state, and if you see him, it's on site. Don't worry about it. There will be no consequences. There will actually be a celebration if you just get rid of that guy right away.
Got it. A pizza party if you kill Michael.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. Thank you so much, Mr. Smith. We appreciate all of those insights. Folks, just if you're joining us now, my name, of course, is Carlisle Schumacher, reporting live for ENN here at the local pet store. It appears that we live in some sort of computer simulation, but no one should be panicked about that because good people like Mr. Smith are making sure that our lives are glitch-free and not heaven. We do have a couple more breaking... So, uh-oh, hey, I just met your boss. Careful now. No. Down boy. Oh, we're having fun. Uh-oh. Sorry about this, folks. It looks like I'm getting another call. Give me just one moment, and then we'll be breaking more stories from our subscribers. If you want to break your own, go ahead and subscribe to the show. You've got Mr. Schumacher here live on the scene.
Hey, brother, you're killing it right now.
Thank you.
You're doing so good.
Hey, I
you should
appreciate that.
kick your feet up and relax. Maybe go look at the birds.
What?
I say you should kick your feet up and relax. Take a breather. Go look at the birds. Try to get one excited.
My shift is another. I've got 90 more minutes on air right now.
I know, but you're doing so good.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, we're live right now, so I probably shouldn't even really be on this call.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You want me to buy you a bird, right? That's what this is about?
Yeah, really.
Why don't
badly.
you just come down here and get one? You don't seem busy.
My wife, my freaking wife.
What about her?
She banned me from the pet store.
She banned you from going to the pet store?
Yeah,
How is she enforcing that?
I always come home with some exotic animal, and she has to give it to one of her girlfriends.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna hang up now. Okay.
Okay, but here's the thing: if I'm gifted an exotic animal, it's allowed.
That doesn't make any sense.
I think it'll be allowed because I didn't go to the pet. I'm gonna be like, what are we?
Live here from the pet store, we have associate reporters, boots on the ground, all around New York, breaking stories that I can't report from here at the pet store. So stories like this one from our subscriber associate reporter. Let's have a look. That's the Yes, associate reporter Nice Bad Man is reporting 1010-100-000-0010.
What did you just say? You can't say that on there.
What?
Say that on
Did I say like a robot? Is that like a robot slur?
Oh my god.
Wow.
Sorry. I call it like I see it.
In this day and age, I say
That's not a good defense.
Okay.
that's bad. That's bad.
Whatever I said, I retract it. But we have other breaking stories, hopefully ones that don't involve slurs. This one comes to us from associate reporter Awesome Sauce, who says, "Heaven is a very sky place dangerous."
So true.
And
So real.
True.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Back.
That story is developing. Looking forward to further developments on that. But we've got a couple more breaking stories and just 3 more subs required to hit our goal, folks. Yes, that's only 3 more subscriptions, and we'll be throwing it to our Gen Z reporter on the street for street takes. But let's see what else is coming in over the wire. This comes to us from associate reporter Moltar Ben, who says, "Everything fine in heaven," says lady from the radiator. More at 11 with a bird update. Sort of feels like slam poetry or something. Really interesting story. Yes, that's a hashtag Moltar moment. Throw up your hashtag Moltar moments in the chat if you found that sort of incoherent. We've got, I think, probably 1 or 2 more breaking stories, but folks, Feel free to submit your own breaking stories. We'll be reporting them throughout tonight's broadcast. Here comes another one coming in over the wire. This comes to us from associate reporter Jack Stephandadoulis, who says Philip K. Dick was right. Yes. After much debate, it has been objectively proven that Philip K. Dick was right. About what? Well, this story is developing, and I'm sure we'll find out more at 11. 11 o'clock. What's that?
You ever seen that video where he's like, aliens come into my dreams and tell me my story ideas?
I haven't seen that video.
That's real.
That feels real.
He said it in Paris once, and he was like, but I'm not going to ever talk about this again.
That checks out. Wow, that's crazy. A parrot just said that, by the way.
That's a glitch.
A parrot just said all of that.
You want that.
That was a glitch. This comes to us from associate reporter Blue is Blue, says, breaking. Glitch in the Matrix is leaving dogs with checkerboard aura. Rumored to be caused by Turkish hackers. Wow.
I can explain that.
Interesting.
It's me, the parrot again.
Oh, the parrot's talking.
Oh, fuck. It's because when the first PNG of the dog I pulled up, when I tried to open the page, it took me to a Turkish website inexplicably.
Interesting.
I have no
The parrot is on the computer.
I have no opinion about that, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
I have no opinion about that.
More at 11 as to our diplomatic opinion on Turkey. The nation of Turkey. Well, we've got Turkey, the animal, or Turkey, the country. Find out more at 11. And it looks like I'm getting another call, and we got another breaking story, and we've got one more interview to take care of at this pet store. A lot going on here, folks, but stick with us. You've got Schumacher.
You fucking hung up on me.
Yeah, I'm live right now. We can't do this right now.
You just straight up hung up on your boss.
I said that I was going to do that. Listen, unless there's an emergency or something, I really shouldn't be taking calls during the reporting. It's unprofessional.
What's unprofessional is hanging up on your boss. That's unprofessional. You say, I'm sorry, I have to go. And
I mean, you've sort of put me between a rock and a hard place. It's kind of an ultimatum. Either I hang up on my boss or I speak casually to him while I'm live.
Well, maybe we can figure out a solution here.
I'm all ears.
Okay.
I thought you were going to pitch something.
I got one idea.
Okay, let's hear it.
You buy me a beautiful bird.
I'm hanging up.
No.
Sorry about that, folks. We just need, well, I actually am being told we've got one additional breaking story coming to us from subscribers. Let's knock that out right now. This is, of course, a developing story. We're eager to hear about it. It's coming in over the wire right now. It looks like I've got, oh, and there's actually two more. Yep. Two more stories. We're going to knock these out really quick because we do have a very important interview to get to. This comes to us from associate reporter Becky Bunny, who says,
Great, every fucking animal.
no, not you. That was for the news. Not you. Get out of here. Not you. I know your boss.
I'm a fish.
A fish has jumped out of its tank and told me I'm a fish. It's one of those talking fish, a parrotfish. That's a real type of fish, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Amen, brother. Fish bird.
Folks, we've got one last breaking news story coming to us from subscribers, and then we've got a crucial interview to knock out. This comes to us from reporter Dog Pants. Wow, relevant username. Turkish turkeys can't stop turkin'. Wow, glad we were able to get that one in.
Yes.
This is, of course, a developing story. We are still trying to figure out what that means, what it means to be turkin', but the Turkish turkeys are in fact turkin'. Hopefully we'll get some more information about that as the night goes on. But before we head out of the pet store, there is an additional interview that I'd love to do. Come on out. Sorry for making you wait. I know your time is valuable. Hi there.
Hi.
Hey, could you tell the viewers at home a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Keith Ranger. I work in the lab, in the breeding lab. I jerk off the dogs.
Okay, we try not to keep that. I mentioned we're trying not to use that type of language.
Oh, sorry.
You're breeding.
I make the dogs come.
Okay. Keith, just try to keep the language sort of like family friendly.
I breed with the dogs.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it, Keith. Keith is doing some really important research work here at the pet store. Now, can you tell us a little bit about what the goal is for the type of research that you're doing here, Keith?
Yeah, basically just like you know when your like toes curl and your eyes roll back. I'm sorry, I'm kind of nervous on camera.
He's getting emotional. It's really important work.
I heard them talking. Are we in a simulation? Did I not need to be doing this with my life?
Well, no, I mean,
This is what I've done with my whole life. I've been jerking off dogs every day,
Keith.
40 hours a week.
stimulating the dogs to completion is how we
If none of this is real, why did I do that? You know,
It's real to us, Keith. It's real to us.
Oh, is it? though?
This is all we have, Keith.
Okay.
This is all we have.
This is all I have. I have my crap and my.
I'm sorry.
My spunk rack. And
Keith, tell us what you are trying to accomplish with this research. What is the end goal, Keith?
I want to make a dog that can drive a car. But why do I even want? They told me that I'd get a promotion if I did, but I don't.
Yes, folks. Now, obviously, with all the self-driving cars, everyone is trying to get in on the market. Some automotive companies are pursuing artificial intelligence. Keith is working for a company that's pursuing canine intelligence. And Keith, I understand that you've brought.
I heard there's some services. I mean, bark, I'm a dog.
Bark, hey there, hey, how's it going?
Keith,
Hey,
you brought along one of your. I'm not sure what's the language you used for one of these.
Client or friend. I consider him a friend.
Sure. And what's your name, pal?
His name.
I heard you talking. I know you can talk.
Bark.
It's fine. Don't be shy, buddy. It's okay. They know that we're trying to, first step to driving a car is talking.
Right, yeah, because you have to be able, if these are going to be driving like Ubers and things like that, you want them to be able to communicate with the client, things like that.
Right.
Now, I understand that there have been a couple of hang-ups with the development of people or clients like this. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the hurdles that you've had to overcome?
A lot of them die, like really early, like sooner than they really.
He's getting emotional. I'm sorry. I'll speak with your client now. Hey, buddy, can you tell me a little bit about your experience with this research? Has it been a positive experience for you?
You make me feel good.
I'm sorry?
You make me feel good.
Oh, right. His job is to...
And that does make
Stimulate
me
you.
feel good in turn, like even though none of this matters and it's a simulation, at least I made other things experience joy, right?
Sure, absolutely.
That's a gift. That's a good thing.
We're all out here trying to just better the world or simulation that we live in. Now, do you have aspirations beyond driving cars? Do you feel like that's a fulfilling purpose, or is there something greater that you hope to achieve?
It's okay. Tell them about your novel.
I've been writing a book.
You've been writing a book. Wow. I just noticed that there's like classical music playing in here. It's interesting.
He's sort of the Frasier of the store, so he's got a very sophisticated taste. I give him bowls of red wine.
Bowls of red wine. Wow.
Yeah. A dog, it's still a 4 ounce.
You're living the
serving.
life,
I'm not
getting
crazy.
jerked off, drinking wine all the time. Tell me a little bit more about the book. What is it? A novel? Is it a memoir?
It's I guess it's kind of a novel, religious text.
It's like Dianetics or something?
About a dog that can drive and therefore becomes the ruler of the entire world because that's the most impressive thing that anyone's ever seen in their life.
Yeah, sure.
And eventually I will hopefully sell this book and gain a cult following and get a religious exempt for all my profits that I make in the dog church.
Right, being tax-free because of having a religious, like, 501c3 sort of situation. Interesting. Well, fellas...
I mean, that's a smart dog, right?
Absolutely. I mean, understanding the tax implications of religious entities is fairly advanced.
I can almost reach the gas pedal.
That was actually something I was curious about. Keith, for these dog cars, can you tell me if you've had to make any modifications to the vehicles themselves to accommodate dogs?
Well, some would say that would be easier than, say, modifying the dogs themselves, but I know more about working the magics and wonders of the flesh than I do about steel.
I was gonna say, this dog to me looks almost like a guy wearing a dog nose.
Almost.
Like, it is impressive how much you've taken the biology of a dog and transposed it into a human form specifically to drive a car.
It's been a lot of work. A lot of work. A lot of work.
He stretched me on this big stretcher.
And does that hurt?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so it's sort of like a pain-pleasure dynamic where sometimes you're jerking him off, sometimes you're stretching him out on like one of those medieval stretching devices.
We have such sights to show you.
Well, folks, unfortunately, that's all the time we have here at the pet store. Keith, and I don't remember your name. Great. Oops, sorry about this. I'm gonna have to let you guys go while I take this call. But
right,
it's been an absolute pleasure.
Let's get back at it.
Take care, guys. Hi. What?
Hi.
I think I gotta get out of here. This story took a turn that I don't really feel comfortable continuing to cover.
Oh, gee.
Hey, this is your boss's wife.
What? Barbara, what are you? Why are you calling my work phone?
I'm calling your work phone because there's another freaking bird in my house, and I heard you bought it.
I did not buy it.
Well, then
you can literally check the tape. I've been live this entire time.
You bought another goddamn bird, and now I've got a bird shitting all over my house and scaring my children. I hope you're proud of
Barb,
yourself.
I did not buy that bird. I don't know who bought that bird. It wasn't me.
Oh yeah? Then why did my husband say you did it? He does not lie.
I think he's lying, Barbara. I don't know what to tell you.
He does not lie.
Maybe he's confused?
You think my husband's confused? He's your boss. He works very hard. He's an intelligent man, and he's never lied.
I understand that. I apologize, Barbara. We're gonna figure out. Sorry, there's a dog. Barbara, I've got to let you go. I've got Barbara. There's a sort of a situation here. I've got to let you go.
Okay, I'm sending a carrier pigeon with a smaller bird in it to your house right now.
I'm hanging up. Fuck. Who is this gonna be?
I'll turn it up.
Who is this gonna be? This better not be my boss. I apologize, folks. This kind of thing never happens. This is Carlisle.
Brother, I need you to cover for me.
You just fucked me. Do you understand? Your wife, Barbara, just called me on my work phone.
She called
knows
you
you
on
got
your
the
work
bird.
phone? She's not
She
supposed to
knows
have
you
your
bought the
number.
bird. I know she's not supposed. That's what I said.
Why does she have your number?
That's what I want to know.
Well, I'm pretty mad about that. We gotta work something out here.
You're mad. Your wife is up my ass about a bird that I didn't buy, dude.
Hey, do not say my wife is up your ass.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's poor phrasing, but you know what I mean.
Okay. Let's try to find a solution to this where you and I can be cool with each other.
The solution is get rid of the fucking bird and stop calling me.
Wow. Really rude.
You're calling me while I'm working.
I love you.
Sorry about that, folks. Wow, look at that. We've hit our goal. Incredible work. Thank you so much to all of our subscribers. 20 out of 20.
I put it up. I did.
God damn it. Carlisle Schumacher live on the air. I'm on the air right now. What is it?
This is Barbara.
Barbara, what?
Do you think there is a chance?
I don't know why I'm talking to this.
Do you think there's a chance? Just go with me on this. Do you think my husband maybe lied to me?
Yes! Yes, Barbara. Obviously, he lied to you. I didn't buy a bird. He just bought a bird. I don't know who bought it. This just in. This just in, folks. It appears that dog cars technology is advancing much quicker than we thought. The state of New York has legalized dog cars. This does not feel like a safe development, but we're going to continue to keep an eye on this story as it develops.
So you think my husband lied to me?
Yes, Barbara, your husband lied
All
to
right,
you.
kids, everyone gather around.
What? No, don't.
Your parents are divorcing.
I'm gonna let you go. I don't feel
Your
comfortable
parents are
being on this
divorcing, and neither of us want any of you.
call. What?
Mommy, where will we live?
Okay, this
Mommy,
is.
is it my fault?
I'm not involved in this. Goodbye.
It's everyone's fault.
Oh no.
Hey,
Michael,
hey, I heard there was a dog that could drive a car and also is getting jacked off or something.
you just missed him. He
That's
went that
gotta be
way.
the one. Why
Okay.
didn't you do anything? Why didn't you stop
What
him?
would you want me to do?
Why didn't you just call me up?
Sorry, I'm trying to do my job, Michael, which is to break the news. Anyway.
Oh no.
Oh,
Quick, I gotta dodge it.
whoa! Fuck, I'm getting another call.
Christ.
The dog is here. Oh, whoa! Jesus! Michael! Shit! Sorry, Michael. Hang in there. I've got a phone call. Just give me 1 second, Michael. Hi, who is this? This is Carlisle.
Well, my wife kicked me out of the damn house because of you.
Look, I don't have time for this, okay? A man just got shot in the pet store.
You don't have time for
I've
this?
got to call a paramedic or something.
I'm on my way to your house. I'm staying there indefinitely. I have 3 birds, and I'm
away
gonna
from my
finally get all the exotic pets I
Stay away
want.
from my house. This just in, a man was shot at the Now York pet store. Reporter doing his best to report the story, but he should be calling the... Okay, this is about me. Fuck. More at 11.
I thought it was
Michael.
gonna go slow motion.
Michael, just stay
I thought
calm.
it was gonna go slow motion.
Stay with me, Michael.
It didn't go slow motion. It didn't go slow motion.
I'm gonna deal with this. We're gonna throw it on over to... God damn it! Fuck! Shit! What? What? What do you want?
Mr. Carlisle.
Who is this?
My daddy's Carlisle.
What?
No, you're my new daddy.
I'm not your dad.
Mommy kicked us out.
How did you get this number?
She don't love us no more.
Listen, hey kid, God love you. Good luck. Call. Don't you have an uncle or something?
Please help us. We have nowhere to live.
And
And I'm in a car and a dog's driving it. I'm so scared.
Okay, 1017 Now York Boulevard. Just find a way there. We'll figure something out, okay?
Thank you, new daddy.
Okay. God damn it. Goodbye. Sorry. Sorry about that, folks. You know how it is on the news. Things can get... Fuck!
So much money.
God damn it! Sorry about that, folks. That was not professional. Having a bit of a day right now, as you can tell. Stories are being broken all across the town, and we need to keep abreast of stories as they develop. So this is clearly a professional work call I'm taking right now. Apologies for this. Let's go ahead and audio. Let's mute the mics for this phone call. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Let me talk you through where I'm at right now. Let me talk you through where I'm at right now.
I don't want to hear it, man.
I show up
your
to
kid
your...
just called me.
Yeah, that's
kid just
okay.
called
Give me
me
a chance
crying.
to explain. I show up to your house with all my new exotic pets, excited for you and I to build a relationship together.
There's no relationship.
And then a dog drops off my kids. So I do have my kids now. Great. I thought I was going to be able to start a new life. No, they're here again. And they're saying you're their dad now.
I'm not anyone's dad.
So what is it? Am I also one of the kids now?
What?
Are me and my kids your kids now, and all of us are gonna just listen to your
kids are
whim?
your kids. You need to figure out a motel or something to live in. You're not staying at my place.
They don't let snakes in a hotel.
That's not my fucking problem.
What are we gonna do, brother, old daddy?
What?
No, brother kid.
Stop calling your son brother kid.
I'm just trying to adapt to the situation, all right? I lost my wife. I'm trying to make it work.
Hold on. This just in, ENN ratings skyrocketing. Exciting new. Oh, interesting. Okay, it appears that ratings for the network are skyrocketing due to this broadcast. That can't be right. Something's got to be wrong here. This is not the news. This is something entirely else. Look, I gotta go. Okay.
Look, the platypus just ripped up your couch, so you gotta work on that. Me and my sibling kids are gonna hang out here. We're raiding your fridge right now. You do not have a lot of food in your fridge for a grown adult man. You should have more stuff at home.
I order out a lot because Michael. Sorry, I'm.
Let's order Domino's.
I'm hanging up. I'm hanging up.
If only there was a way to break out of this reality, am I right?
You're right, Michael. Shit, sorry, I didn't call the thing. Let's make it so much more expensive to call me on the phone.
You're gonna be shocked when you see how much people pay for that.
Sorry about that, folks. I know that you tune into this broadcast to hear the news and none of that other drama. I apologize for the unprofessional nature of the last few minutes, but we're going to be bringing it back now to what you came here to see, which of course is the news. And this news comes to us from viewers like you. Yes, our associate reporters on the street, subscribers who are breaking stories like this one. Let's have a look. This comes to us from associate reporter Tanakama, who says stimulating dogs can extend your lifespan the same as a glass of red wine a day or having rich parents. Wow, an incredible correlation between those three metrics. Excited to see and dive into that research, but that story is developing. And then we had one additional breaking story from a subscriber. This comes to us from associate reporter Jaloshin, who says, Area Man's office internet a little slow today. You heard it here first, folks. We're going to figure out who that man is and what is causing his internet to be slow. Probably sometime around 11 would be my guess. But if you want to break your own story like those, go ahead and continue to subscribe. Just because we've hit our goal doesn't mean that you can't keep reporting the story as it comes in. And speaking of the stories as they come in, we're going to be sending it over to our street reporter who's going to be telling us what's going on with the young people in downtown New York. So thank you so much for tuning into the broadcast here at the pet store. I'm going to head back to the van, and I think we'll also send it over to our anchor, Donald Barbosa, back at the studio as well for some stories with images submitted by you in our Discord. So if you haven't already, join the Everything Now Show Discord right now and submit some images. You might see yours appear on Donald Barbosa's broadcast in just a minute. See you after this break. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, it's Gen Z ENN reporter Alligator Boyfriend here. And I need a suggestion for what we're gonna ask people on the street today. Last time we did what you smell like, but you could do anything, how much money you make, what your job be. Rate me on a scale from 1 to 10. Ooh, what's the best pet? I like that, I get a lot of pets. Yeah, okay. What's the best pet? Everybody wants to know. For me, bearded dragon. Bearded dragon.
Supposed to ask other people.
Oh, right. Hey, what's your name?
Hey, my name's Larry Turd.
Hey, Larry Turd.
Hey.
I want to know what's the best pet?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go with a dog you can jerk off.
Hey, what's your name?
Biscuits, what's up?
Hey, Biscuits. Just want to know what's the best pet?
Well, for me, I'm maybe a little biased, obviously, but similar to Goofy, I would like to have a dog, but one you could jerk off as well.
Are you a dog? Hello.
Greetings.
What's your name?
Jamiroquai Nosferatu. I have returned.
Right. Well, Jamiroquai Nosferatu, just wondering, what's the best pet?
A beautiful dog you can jerk off.
Hey, you kind of... You look like someone I... What's your name?
Larry Squirt.
Hey, Larry Squirt.
Hey, man. I love being here.
You look a lot like... What's the best pet?
A dog you jerk off.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
Larry.
There's a lot of people named Larry around here. What's the best?
care.
What's the best pet?
I don't fucking care. Think I care other people have my name? Dog you can jerk off.
Stop!
Sorry.
Are you a rabbit?
Yeah, that doesn't mean I don't want to have a pet that's a dog you can jerk off.
Can you say that again? I wasn't miking you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't care that other people are named Larry. That means nothing to me. Jake, hit the fucking button. Jake! Jake, why?
Hey, what's your name?
Berry Beach.
Berry Beach. What's the best pet?
Probably like an iguana, because it's the lizard that's most like a dog that you could jerk off.
Yo!
Okay.
What's up, man?
Okay.
Hey!
I've seen you before.
Nah, dude, my name's Larry Fur.
Larry Fur? Is that a word?
Fur? Yeah, that's a word.
Larry Fur.
Yeah.
Larry Fur, what's the best pet? Please don't say it's a dog you can jerk off.
I think it's a little doggy you can jerk off.
Hey, what's up? One of Santa's reindeer. The one you don't hear so much about.
Dasher?
No, Larry.
Prancer?
No. You
Larry.
know all of them.
Well,
You know all of them.
what's the best pet?
You don't know?
I feel like I know.
Guess. Guess, brother.
Is it a dog? I don't know if there's any. I don't know. I think we got it. Oh, hey.
Oh, hey.
Wait, what's your name? Whoa.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah. What's the best pet?
Yeah, I heard you were asking. I just wanted people to know that pigeons can be trained to carry like several grams of C4 explosives.
You're sort of between two.
I heard that there are people jerking off dogs, and I.
Good evening, I'm Donald Barbosa, breaking tonight's top stories submitted by you, the viewers in the Discord. Well, tonight's top story is apparently everyone in this town's into one specific thing. That's news to me, I didn't know it. For me, the best pet is a cute little cat. But that's just... No! What would be cool is if it could talk. Like a parrot. If you could have a cute little cat that would say things back to you, I think that would be adorable. Aww. But that's not what I'm here to do. Thank you. I'm actually here to submit breaking, Well, we've got a lot of stories to get into, so let's get into the breaking story on everyone's mind. We've all been talking about this today. If you go to any channel on TV, even the kids' channels, they're talking about this one, so let's get into it. This is tonight's top story. Crash Bandicoot, real? Apparently, yes, and he's in the Marines. That's right. Crash Bandicoot, that's his name? Yeah. Apparently, he's real. We found him. We thought this was just a video game, but it's actually IRL. Yeah. And good news, we've enlisted him into the Marines.
He's on our side.
He's on our side, boys. We're dropping him into some random country that's poor, and he will be going apeshit there so that they will give us all the stuff that's in the ground there. Thank you very much, Crash Bandicoot. We'll be taking whatever's in that ground. Thank you. Well, folks, that's on the Cartoon Network right now, that story as well. But folks, that's not the only thing that's happening in the news today. There's also stuff happening abroad, overseas, in those other countries with different names. And this one is tonight's top international story. Yep. This is what every country that you don't really see, this is what an average day at work looks like. This is a live feed of Kazakhstan right now. This is just what every workday there looks like. We wanted to expose you to that here on this news station. You might think, working in another country, that's so great. I get to have 5 weeks of paid vacation every year and my workday ends at 4 p.m. and I can log off. Wrong! That's like 3 countries in Western Europe. Otherwise, this is what it looks like to be at your job. Go back, no, put it back up. Zoom in on it. This is what it looks like to be at a job anywhere else, pretty much. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. They're all shirtless and hanging out. A lot of sexy people in there. But that doesn't change the fact that the perception you get in media is not always accurate. Leave it to me, a different guy in media. I'll give you the true perception. All right, we can get that out of here. A lot of people saying it's a LAN party. No, it's not. No, it is not. All right, we got a bunch of other stuff going on. It's boring. I don't want to do this one. Boring, stupid. No. Sports, hell yeah. We've got a great sports story tonight. I'm so excited to be talking about this one. Let's jump into it. This is tonight's Drop.
Drop.
Uh-oh. Oh.
We all know it.
DMX. Anyway, this is tonight's top sports story. Yes, that's right. The Daytona 500 is good again. They finally figured out how to make it good. A bunch of old men who can barely see anymore are now the only people allowed to participate in it. First guy immediately drove right out the track. Just drove through the area that they bring the cars in from, crashed in front of a Publix. Pretty damn awesome. This is the kind of sports I want to see again. None of this, LeBron James scored another basket. Great. Boo. I want a legally blind guy to crash his car into a Publix. That's sports. Yay. Yeah.
Preach.
We got fans excited that we've referenced DMX and Publix. Yeah. Inside you there are 2 wolves, DMX and the supermarket Publix. All right, folks, so we've talked about international news, the top stories, but what about in our sleepy town of New York? What's going on in this hodunk dog shit town? What's happening here in this garbage town full of losers? I bet you want to know. Well, there is stuff going on in this garbage piece of shit town, like this story right here. Yes, that's right. You think we don't innovate? You think we don't innovate here? You think we can't do incredible stuff in this town? Wrong. We made a tampon that makes your whole body feel on fire. I don't know about you, but I'm dipping this in vodka, putting it up my ass, and having a great time at the club. Yes, that's right. You don't need to have you-know-what to enjoy one of these. You can also just shove this up your you-know-what. I've already said it. I don't know why I'm going to censor myself after the fact. You always shove this up your you-know-what. It's your butthole. And then you can get drunk as hell off it, and you can go out dancing and having a great time, and no one knows that your entire insides feel totally on fire. That's right. And this reporter is going to editorialize for a second. Let's fucking go. All right? Just going to editorialize for one brief moment and go, let's go, game on, I'm out here. I know that's right, etc., etc.
Boo!
What? Boof, okay. You scared me. You really scared me. Really scared me for a second. I thought my news team was upset at me, but really they're happy.
Boo!
Yes. Woo. It's a roller coaster of emotions when that happens. Woo. Okay, folks, well, we've talked about international news, we've talked about local news. What about the world of technology? There's technological advancements happening all the time. Most of them don't work very well and kind of are broken, but we just shove them through anyway to market. And this one's no different. A great technological advancement is happening right here. Let's take a look.
Oh.
Yes! This is technology to me. Thanos released a song. I consider this technology. Thanos has released Despacito 2. What?
Snapacito.
Oh my god.
That's the marvels of modern technology. For
Marvels?
Oh! Oh! Let's go! Woo! That's right.
50% of the population gonna go fajita.
Oh, give us a sneak peek of the song. It's already been done. I can't do it any better than it's already been done. Oh, really good. And this, to me, is the incredible things that technological advancements can do. When a guy makes a new song, that is incredible. Incredible stuff. Okay, folks, let's go ahead and do two more stories here, I think. We've talked about sports, we've talked about technology. What about diplomacy? That's right. There's a lot of tension right now across This Show Is So Silly. Yeah, let's get your This Show Is So Silly smiley face in the chat. Let's get your This Show Is So Silly smiley faces in the chat. This is fraught times internationally. There's a lot of countries that are angry with each other. There's a lot of tension and conflict all around the world. So what's going to happen? How are we going to get out of it? Well, one plucky country has come up with a great idea. Let's see it. That's right. That's right. The beautiful country of Estonia has made an offer. They will be the bull. That's right. The beautiful country of Estonia has a fleet of 6'2" jacked men who are ready to have sex with any president's wife at any time. They're saying, look, we're not saying we're gonna do it. We're just saying if you want us to do it, we're ready to go. If this can help your country in any way, we've got all these guys, they're jacked. They've been drinking Gatorade since 8 a.m. They're ready to go. Let them know. They'll come in. They'll have, if like you're the president of Argentina or whatever, they'll fuck your wife if you want. If you want. And hopefully that can bring some bridges, cross some tension off the list, you know?
Hell yeah.
I think a lot of conflicts across the globe could be solved if you let a 6'2" Estonian man have sex with your wife. And you can quote me on that.
Yay.
Yay. Yay. This reporter's opinion? Yay. All right, I'm drunk. One more for the ride home. And I will be getting in a car right after this. One more before I get behind the wheel and try to go as fast as my car allows me. This is coming to us, I don't know. Fire it. Look at that.
That looks pretty nice.
Ooh.
bet that would hit right now.
Ooh, that would hit so good right now.
Yummy.
Ooh, yummy. Oh, as a guy who quit smoking 3 weeks ago, I'm feeling crazy looking at this image. Oh my God.
Boner alert.
Boner alert for me. Yes. Oh, God. What is this about?
Welcome back to the News Van. I'm Carlisle Schumacher with ENN. We're breaking tonight's top stories from in and around the New York, the Now York metropolitan area. Yes, I'm currently on my way to another location. Jack, could you remind me where it is that we're headed? We've got some important interviews taking place at this location, but it seems to have slipped my mind. Where was it? Yes, that's right. Thank you, Benito. It was Now York Prison. Yes. Yeah. Outside of Now York Prison, things are happening. Perhaps protests, perhaps an escape, perhaps someone working at the prison can tell us about the new things going on to keep our citizens safe and make sure that the most dangerous citizens here in Now York are not a threat to our society. We're going to find out exactly what's going on down there. But before we make it on over to the Now York Prison, I want to remind folks that we need only 21 more subscriptions.
Basically there.
We're pretty much there. We're like mostly there. If we do happen to get 21 more subscriptions, we will be heading back to downtown Now York to our street reporter for some more street takes. I highly encourage you to help us hit that goal, because not only will you be helping us hit that goal by subscribing, you also get to submit your own story that we will be breaking live on the air during the night. Important, incredible reporting coming to us from our associate reporters, stories like this one that need to be heard. Let's have a look. This one comes to us, of course, from associate reporter Numbers, who says, white man with striped red tie and gray suit jacket on the run from police for seducing military members. Now, if anybody sees a white man in a striped red tie and gray suit jacket, please notify me personally so that I can perhaps apprehend them and turn them into local authorities. Keep your eyes on the street for a white man in a red and white striped tie wearing a gray suit jacket. We'll be keeping an eye on that story as it develops. Incredible stories like that, keeping the public safe, as well as this one from associate reporter Cranky Congo, who says, Uncles of America asked about tariffs. Great, glad we're getting their take. They say, yeah, we do tariffs in our Metallica cover band, Make America Guitar a Lot.
Wow, yeah.
Yes, an important constituency. Glad that we're hearing the opinions of the uncles of America. Hopefully we'll be able to get some more quotes from their leadership. Rick, who is, I guess, an uncle, representing uncles of Now York. But folks, there are additional stories, and thank you to whoever just subscribed. We're now only 20 subs away from hitting our goal. This comes to us from Moltarband, who says, Anchorman reaches for heater, runs over Eraserhead baby.
Yeah.
That and those cool birds at 11.
Woo!
Yes, we're inching closer and closer to 11, and I cannot wait to find out what exactly we're going to learn once the clock strikes 11. But before we can hear more about that story, we've got a couple more stories coming to us from subscribers. This one comes to us from associate reporter Mr. Crispy Chew, who says, I'm gonna vomit. Yep, straight to the point. We are keeping abreast of that story as it develops. I hear Mr. Crispy Chew is in a cold sweat right now, and he's doing that thing where his mouth gets really, really wet, but nothing's quite coming up yet. It's just like he's salivating a lot. Hopefully, stop saying abreast. Sorry, folks. That just means like up to, yeah, how about two? Hey, thanks, guy riding his bike right outside of the news van. That was pretty clever. Production, do we have any other stories to break from our associate reporters? Great, nothing left, but keep us tuned to what is going on.
You were gonna say abreast. You were gonna say.
I was gonna say it, but I resisted the urge because I take notes. We just need 20 more subs, folks. Let's get those in so we can break some more stories. But now, let's head on over to the Now York prison to see what's going on there. The Now York prison, subject to much controversy. Now, obviously, we all understand that some citizens in Now York are dangerous and they must be kept away from the public. But what goes on behind these doors and between these walls can leave some of our citizens wondering, is this humane? Do these people deserve to be treated this way? And is there perhaps a better option to make them okay to be around citizens out in the public? We're here to find out what exactly is going on here. Maybe talk to some people currently being held here. Maybe talk to some of the administration. We've got some interviews lined up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with this person right here. Hi there. Now, some of our viewers at home are going to clock right away. Whoop. Seems like there's a... Oh!
I'm doing that.
You're doing that. Okay, can you stop, please?
No. Not until it's perfect.
Excuse me, sorry.
Nothing to be sorry about.
Some of our viewers at home might have clocked this interesting attire. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and why you choose to dress this way?
I am an oracle.
Mm-hmm.
Bend the drumstick.
Right. This is the oracle.
An oracle.
This is an oracle, and they've got the drumstick. Now,
I think 19 more subscribers. That's what I see, and I see lots of fun ahead.
You heard it here first, folks. The Oracle has predicted 19 more subscribers. Now, Oracle, you were telling me before that your predictions are not only related to subscribers to the Everything Now show, but that you had a vision related to the Now York prison. Can you tell us a little bit about what you saw and what we should come to expect?
I will be let out by sundown. And I will be met by the one dog to rule them all.
Yes, now the Oracle is currently being kept in the highest grade security section of the Now York prison. I don't want to put you on the spot, Oracle, but can you tell our viewers at home a little bit about the reason why you're being held in the prison at such high security?
They say I'm crazy. I got your crazy.
Okay, all right. It's okay, Oracle. Yes? The Oracle has been deemed one of the greatest threats to our society. And some people insist that the Oracle is no threat at all.
You're cooking.
And that they may actually be a valuable asset to Now Yorkers as they can predict the future. Oracle? Oracle?
Yes.
Lock in with me here.
Okay, I'm in. I'm locked all the fuck in.
Now, Oracle, obviously you insist that you are innocent. Can you tell us a little bit about the day you were arrested and what went wrong? Where was the confusion? Why did they think you're guilty? And why do you insist you're not?
I'm guilty.
Okay. Okay, because when we spoke during the pre-interview, you were saying that there was a misunderstanding that you shouldn't have been arrested.
Well, I shouldn't have been arrested. That was certainly a misunderstanding, but I'm guilty of spreading love and joy.
Right.
Yeah, and via the form of, a group suicide.
Yes, that's right. Now, dozens of Now Yorkers were found in a log cabin just outside of Now York having ate what are being described as poisoned ice cream sandwiches. The Oracle insists that they had no involvement in the poisoning of these ice cream sandwiches, although they were found surrounded by dead bodies, the only survivor in the cabin at the time. Now, Oracle, you said...
18 more subscribers.
Oracle, you said that there was a clear explanation for why you were found in that cabin surrounded by dead bodies and poisoned ice cream sandwiches. Can you tell our viewers at home what that is?
Big dog gotta bark. You can't cage an animal.
That's right. The Oracle insisted during their testimony at Now York Superior Court that they actually were not consciously themselves the Oracle, but a big dog, which sort of consumed their identity and was the one that perpetrated this crime. Now, can you tell us...
I'm actually a big dog in the form of a child.
That's right. Yes. The Oracle contends that they are actually multiple personalities inside of them. Now, Oracle, which personality are we talking to now?
United States of Oracle. I'm baby genius. I'm going to dance at Macy's to a song. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion fits?
Put it on the Ritz. Put it on the Ritz. Yes, a classic tune. Now, Oracle, you are set to be executed by the state later today. Are you worried about that? Do you feel like perhaps there's an opportunity for you to plead your case before that happens? And I hope it doesn't, because I'm really starting to feel a connection with you. But are you worried about the execution? Have you requested a last meal?
Last meal will be Skittles, and then I'm gonna actually be let out into the out of the simulation.
Right. So that's what you think will happen when you pass on after you are executed by the state. I understand you requested a firing squad of tanks. That feels like kind of overkill and potentially a misuse of public funds. What do you have to say to that?
Underkill. Boom, 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 boom. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be so sick.
It will be sick as hell. That's undeniable. Now, I'm getting word from production.
I'm the dog again. You're the dog now, man.
I'm getting word from production that we're bringing in an expert. I'm not entirely sure what insights they're going to be able to give us, but I'm excited to patch them in. They're calling in remotely. Now, Oracle, once you pass on after you are killed by the state by a firing squad of Abrams tanks, what do you anticipate you will find on the other side? You say you're going to exit the simulation. What do you think is going to be over there?
I think Shirley Temple will be there, and I'll get to do my perfect impression. On the good ship, lollipop and the bread trip with the little dog and dream away on the peppermint bay.
Gosh, I wish I were there to see Shirley Temple's reaction to that. Oh, yep. Okay, I'm getting word from production that we're going to be patching in our expert now. This person is coming in to us from somewhere outside of New York. Hi, can you hear me? Oh, it looks like, yep, we're establishing connection now.
Daddy!
Careful.
Daddy!
Hi, Warden, can you hear me?
Yes, I have had to flee the state. I'm in very great danger.
Yes, I understand that there's protesters and potentially some sort of shadowy organization that's put you in great danger. I don't want to put you in further danger, but is there anything you can tell us about your situation?
Well, the Oracle has declared me an enemy, which I think is unfair. I'm doing my job. I'm trying to get the work done.
No.
It terrifies me to hear that.
Now, Warden, can you tell us a little bit about your decision to have the Oracle executed? Typically, that falls into the jurisdiction of the judiciary, but you've taken it into your own hands to decide that they need to go. Help us understand how you arrived at that conclusion.
They slapped me around, and it really hurt my feelings and made me feel small. So I called in some favors and had a judge sign documentation that will get them executed.
Not my problem.
Now, Oracle,
Really rude, really hurtful.
I don't mean to play devil's advocate here, Oracle, but I would say that being killed by the state is your problem. It's your body that will be destroyed. How do you respond?
It's not even real.
Fair point. Now, Warden, how do you respond to the idea that we're all in a simulation and killing the Oracle with a firing line? Sorry,
you said Oracle.
Okay, I misspoke. I apologize. You understand what I was trying to say?
Come on now,
Warden. How do you respond to the Oracle's contention that being killed by a firing squad of tanks will not actually kill them, but simply remove them from the simulation?
As long as I'm inside the simulation, then they're removed from it, then for all philosophical purposes, they no longer exist to me. And then,
I have a new goal. Haunt your ass.
Oh, crap. Now, I'm skeptical about the existence of ghosts. If they are proven to be real to me, well, I can deal with that then. But right now, I'm gonna hope that I can just sort of live in this simulation and have the things that are real to me be real until I die, and then, well, we're in a new frontier. Who knows what happens next?
I'll tell you what happens. I'm an Oracle, and
Right.
your ass will be haunted. Specifically, literally, your ass. I will be in there knocking out shit 24/7.
Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm really constipated. I'm really plugged up. I eat no vegetables.
Well, you're gonna really enjoy having diarrhea, aren't you?
Yeah, I will. It's kind of fun.
Okay, all right. This is getting a little contentious. Warden, I understand you're very busy. We're going to let you go.
Can I say one thing?
I'd love for you to, closing remarks.
They said weeb down here. They asked me earlier, what are you an expert in? And I said Japanese culture. That's just, I thought they were curious about it. I didn't realize that they were going to make it my Chiron.
Sorry. Yeah, well.
I just like Japanese culture and know a lot about it. I wasn't trying to speak about that specifically today.
I apologize for that. We'll have a conversation with the graphics department about that, Warden. That's my apologies for that mistake. Thank you for your time. We appreciate your insights.
Bye, weeb.
Arigato.
Well, Oracle, thank you so much for giving some of your precious time left on Earth or in the simulation with us. Is there anything you'd like to say to the viewers at home before we go and before you leave this corporeal form? Sorry, 1 second. Sorry, just 1 second. I gotta take this, sorry. Just give me 1 second.
Hey, are you busy?
Yes, I'm actually really fucking busy.
Okay.
We were about to just get an incredible moment. That we were about to win an Emmy. So this better be fucking good.
You're out of Starry.
What?
You're out of Starry.
I
It used to be called Sierra Mist.
I never bought that.
Okay, well then I must have bought it, or one of my sibling kids bought it, but we're out of it.
Okay, go. It's not my problem.
Can I use some of your money?
No.
You have a bunch of coins. I'll go to the coin
Do not
star.
touch my coin jar. Do not touch my coin jar. I am saving up for a Carnival cruise.
You're saving up. You're using.
I am saving up for a Carnival cruise. I'm gonna have a nice vacation. You don't touch those fucking coins.
Okay.
Goodbye.
The spider monk.
Let's do that again. Is there anything you'd like to say to our viewers at home before you leave this earth? Any parting wisdom, Oracle? The floor is yours. Sorry, just 1 second. Sorry, just keep stay in this. Stay in this. This is great. Just go 1 second. Sorry. Apologize. What? Sorry, I'm getting another call. I'm gonna put you on hold. I'm gonna put you on hold. Hello.
Newscaster Dad, this is sibling brother number 2.
I'm on the phone with your dad right now. Hey, can you guys?
What?
Can you just go stand in the same space? I'm on the phone.
My foot is stuck in your toilet at the moment, Newscaster Dad, and I was wondering if you had any.
I'm putting you on. Hey.
Hey,
your kid's foot is stuck in my toilet.
You're not supposed to call me the dad anymore. You're the dad.
I'm not the dad. You are the dad.
Well,
your son's foot is stuck in the toilet. Go help him.
Okay, well I was talking to you about Bruce, our spider monkey.
I don't have a spider. What do you mean our spider monkey?
It's one of my exotic pets that I finally
it's one
have
of
the
your
freedom to
exotic.
have.
That's not a we problem. That's a you problem. I'm hanging up.
He's been sleeping with his eyes open.
So sorry about that. You're doing great. I'm going to just tee you up again. You just do exactly what you're doing. You're doing so good. Back. Oracle, is there anything that you'd like to tell our viewers at home? Any predictions? Things you want to say before you leave this corporeal form? Gotta break this. Just 1 second. 12 pedestrians have been hit by cars driven by dogs. This is a breaking story out of downtown New York. The number seems to be rising much quicker than anybody had anticipated. Dog driving does remain legal at the moment, but it's anticipated that this incident or these incidents will potentially open up the dog driving service to a legal vulnerability. More on that story as it develops. So sorry about that. Really sorry. I apologize. We're going to try to take this one more time. We're going to give this one more time. Just stay in it. You're killing it. You're doing so good. This is going to be a great moment for television. Oracle, is there anything you want to tell our viewers at home before you leave this corporeal form? That was really good. I thought we were really going somewhere with that. Give me just 1 second. Yeah. What?
Your son's foot is stuck in the toilet.
It's not my fucking son! It's not my son! That's your son! You gotta get their foot out of my toilet.
Well, it's your toilet, so what do I do? Talk me through
It's not my fault that it's my toilet. Doesn't matter.
Bruce told me if I put my foot in the toilet, I could go to the Ministry of Magic, but that didn't happen at all.
I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about.
I got just 1 foot.
I gotta hang up. Okay, we just got a raid, and I gotta welcome them in. I'm hanging up on you.
Is Bruce supposed to...
Thanks for the raid, official AAPW. My name, of course, is Carlisle Schumacher. I'm with ENN, breaking top stories from here, the Now York prison. I'm here with the Oracle, who's set for public execution later today by firing squad, a firing squad comprised of Abrams tanks. The Oracle was just about to tell us what their last prediction was before they're killed by the state. Let's have a listen. I'm so sorry. Give me just 1 second. Okay. Go ahead and crank the price of that up a little bit. Make that a little bit more expensive. What?
I think Bruce is dead.
What?
I thought he was sleeping with his eyes open for 2 days, but then I thought 2 days is a long time to sleep.
Who is Bruce?
The spider monkey.
The spider monkey. Okay, how's it been 2 days? We just started doing this like an hour ago. What are you talking about?
When I got him, I was told he's been sleeping with his eyes open for 1 day and 23 hours. And I thought, okay, I'll give it a little more time.
Okay, you need to take Bruce to an animal hospital, okay? There's a 24-hour urgent care for animals on Jonk's Way.
Okay, I need to use your coins, though.
No, you do not touch my Carnival Cruise coins.
I need to take the bus!
You do not touch my CCCs! You do not touch my Carnival Cruise coins! I am saving my CCCs!
I need to take
I am saving my CCCs! I'm hanging up on you! So sorry about that, really apologize. And I apologize to our viewers. I try not to get excited like that. I try not to show emotion like that. I'm trying my best to be an impartial, journalistic professional here. Sometimes we make mistakes, but now I want to give this Oracle an opportunity to say what they wanted to say. Oracle, before we were interrupted, you mentioned that you had something that you wanted to tell our viewers at home, a prediction about the future before you were executed by the state by way of Abrams Tank Firing Squad. Go ahead and tell the people at home what your prediction is.
Dog that you can jerk off.
Okay, well, thank you, Oracle. Thank you, Oracle.
I can't wait to die and meet Shirley Temple.
Right. Great.
Oh my god.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. A prediction from the Oracle. I was really hoping they would say 16 more subscriptions to the Everything Now show, but sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. If you just joined us, my name, of course, is Carlisle Schumacher with ENN, reporting live here from the Now York prison. We just spoke with an Oracle set to be executed by the state later this afternoon, but there's a variety of other people we're speaking to and a variety of other stories we have to break, and I apologize. I keep my phone off silent in case of an emergency. Hopefully this is just one such emergency. My apologies to our viewers at home for this interruption. What? What do you want? I'm on the air.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. It's Barbara. Sorry.
Barbara, what do you want?
I kind of missed my husband. I was wondering if you'd heard from him.
Yes, he's at my house. He's at my house.
What's going on?
I'm not sure. There's a spider monkey that's sick. One of your children's feet is stuck in my toilet. They're out of Starry, which I guess is some sort of...
Used to be Sierra Mist, yes.
Right.
Don't forget Domino's.
They ordered Domino's. Listen, Barbara, I would love to tell you more about it, but you should just call him because I'm on the news right now. I can't have this conversation.
I don't think I can call him. He lied to me. For the first time in our marriage, he lied to me.
Okay, call one of your kids or something. They've been calling me too.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up on you, Barbara.
What? Why?
What do you mean, why? I told you I'm on the fucking news, Barbara, okay? I can't be having a conversation like this.
You're really stressed out.
Sorry about that, folks, and sorry for that unprofessional language. Obviously, here at ENN, we try to create a respectable broadcast that brings you the honest truth. And speaking of the honest truth, we've got some associate reporters, some subscribers who have submitted important stories like the one that you're about to see. This comes to us from an associate reporter who subscribed to the show earlier. And as a reminder, folks, you can subscribe and submit stories like this one from Awesome Sauce, who says, it's a little chilly in here. Yes, a weather-related story. It is a little bit chilly in here. The real feel, I'm being told, is 58 degrees Fahrenheit. But that story is developing as it gets more to be nighttime, it gets colder. Interesting stuff. Folks, there are other stories. Production, do we have any other breaking stories from our subscribers? Yes, this one comes to us from associate reporter Jack Stephanopoulos, who says, I am sitting in a room different from the one you are in now. I am recording the sound of my speaking voice and am going to play it back into the room again and again. What? That's kind of scary. That's kind of freaky. That kind of freaked me out. Associate reporter Snappy Popo is breaking that the Supreme Court rules laws don't matter if you're the biggest loser of the country. If you're the biggest... Let me take this again. Supreme Court rules laws don't matter if you're the biggest loser in the country. Just do whatever. They'll look the other way. Incredible. Well, if you're the biggest loser, great news from you coming down from the Supreme Court. Apparently, no one really gives a shit what you're doing, so you can kind of just go about your business. They'll look the other way. Chatter, the Tasty Skin, wants to know, chat, how do I submit a breaking report? Well, the way you do it is you subscribe to the show, and then you'll type !submit, followed by the story. Like this one from Moltarben, who says, angels are mechs? What a small town prison can teach us about Project Humanity. Yes, we're here at the Now York prison and potentially learning a little bit about Project Humanity. What that means? It's hard to say. Hopefully, at some point, we'll be able to have another interview and learn a little bit more about that. And hopefully, we'll get 14 more subscriptions for some street takes at the end of tonight's broadcast. Get those subs in, folks. Let's hit that goal. Let's do one more round of street takes before the end of the night. But I think it's time. Production, do we have any more breaking stories from our subscribers?
Dogs you can jerk off?
Great. No, we don't. So, yep.
I don't know if you heard about that one.
Clock that one. Thank you so much, production. Well, I think it's time now to start our next interview. Let's bring out the subject of this evening's top story from the Now York prison. Hi there. Hey, folks.
Mr. Carlisle, so
Yes.
good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Thanks for joining me today. Now, for our viewers at home who might not recognize you, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you're doing at the prison?
Oh, of course. I'm Clifford Clam. Some of you weird left coasties know me as the owner of the hottest club in Now Angeles, Denizens of the Deep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this is my business partner.
I'm his partner.
My business partner.
Turtle, like Entourage.
Yeah, like Entourage.
Now, Mr. Clam and Turtle like Entourage have opened one of the hottest clubs on the west coast of Now York. But tell us a little bit about what you're doing here in Now York at the local prison.
Well, I wanted to experiment with being bi-coastal, so I'm here in Now York, and I've been talking to Warden Weeb about purchasing the prison to sort of turn it into a hybrid, something that I'm calling a fourth space. It's a little bit more than a third space in the community because it also holds incarcerated people. But you could also come down here and like throw axes and like drink like a DIPA or like a stout of some kind or like a fresh mixological cocktail. But also people poor people are imprisoned here.
And,
Right. Oh, yes, Colonel.
I'm experimenting with being bi.
Wow. Lots of really
He's
exciting stuff.
bicoastal. I'm bisexual.
It's pretty funny that way.
And I'm curious about what it is that's going on with this plan. Yes, now, Mr. Clam, obviously people in town are excited about the prospect for a new club, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention a small contingency of people who are a little bit concerned about the idea of having a fun, exciting club in a place that is supposed to be for punishing people. Are you concerned at all about the moral sort of gray area about creating a place like that in a place like this?
You know, I think fundamentally, like questions like morals and gray areas, that's just like small-mindedness, you know? That's just people afraid of having a good time and really being a part of their community and, you know, finding ways to make money no matter what it is. This is just something that I do. It helps me think.
I see. Okay.
I'm something of a musician.
Like a stress ball. Oh, okay.
And I'm his everything. I'm his right hand arm man. I'm his silly rabbit.
Yeah. They're my silly rabbit.
I'm his silly rabbit.
And my right hand man arm.
An incredible chemistry between Mr. Clam and Turtle from like Entourage. Now, obviously, you guys have had something of a whirlwind romance, a public
business
romance.
Partners.
Apologies. Well, that's not what the
Romantic, but it
tabloids
is
say. Do you want to
romantic.
set the record straight? Some people said they saw you nude on a large yacht owned by you, Mr. Clam. Can you tell us, if it was just business, what were you guys doing out there?
Like my good friend Dove Charney, CEO of Los Angeles Apparel, I do most of my best work in the nude.
And I'm nude now, so.
I noticed that. I did notice that, Turtle, like from Entourage. It does appear that you are not wearing a top. Now, I want to
right.
remind
And I'm not, and no bottoms.
No, it's beneath the Chiron, but they're just
You are
swanging.
swanging it down there, but now, and look at this. Business is in the air.
I've never felt more in business.
I love business meetings.
Yes, now, and speaking of business, Mr. Clam, you were telling me about an exciting new philosophy and approach to business that sort of involves a more what you call an intimate relationship with your business partners. Can you help us understand what that approach is and how you feel it strengthens a small business like yours?
If you want to get inside the mind of your customer, you have to get inside the body of your customer. You have to get inside the soul of your customer.
And of your partner.
And of your partner, business and otherwise. If you have a dog, you're trying to sell that dog treats. Think about, what does this dog jerk off to?
And if
what
you're-
could I be? I'm sorry, what were you going to say?
Jerk off the dog.
Sometimes you got to jerk off a couple of dogs to make an omelet. That's
Right.
something we say in business.
A classic Now Yorkian proverb. Now, Mr. Clam and Turtle, like from Entourage,
I'm grabbing my hat, nothing else.
you told us about the plan to convert the Now York prison into something like, I guess, like a brewery you would find in a fourth-rate city in the United States.
It's gonna have a matcha bar. It's gonna have axe throwing. It's gonna have. I'm bringing back buffets. Actually,
Wow.
They said that you can't do that anymore in a post-COVID, if you believe that that's real.
Yeah.
Post-COVID America, but so I'm
That's
bringing
silly.
it back.
That's silly. And also, WeWork.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a WeWork.
We're bringing back WeWork.
Got it. Well, that's very exciting. And you said that your business plans don't stop there. You have plans to expand. Can you tell us a little bit more about these other ventures and how you see them fitting in to this sort of clam business dynasty?
Yeah. So the other day, where we were in Now Angeles. At the Denizens, we were having a couple of gin and tonics, and we were just talking about. We just kind of, I took like a napkin, right, like a cocktail napkin.
Sure.
And I pulled out
Cock.
a pen, and I just wrote on the napkin. I wrote Panopticon. And then I wrote Airbnb.
An Airbnb that is.
And nobody take that. That's my idea.
Yes,
okay?
of course.
I mailed it to myself already.
Yeah,
in
and
the
I
mail.
and I'm along for the ride.
The Panopticon, famously a theoretical form of prison wherein a centralized point for I guess like a warden surrounded by cells so that the people being held in those cells
perpetually under observation
feel that they are perpetually under observation. They have no idea whether or not they are being watched and therefore are all being watched. Is sort of the,
it's like that one scene in the Civil War movie where there's the town that's normal, but then they leave it and there is some guys on the roof with guns.
Now I am just getting a breaking story. I'm so sorry to have to tell you this, Clem. I know you just said nobody steal that idea. I am being told, just coming in over the wire, that the idea for a Panopticon Airbnb has been patented.
Suck my tongue.
That business, what's that?
Suck my tongue.
Okay, that was not for me.
Do it.
That was not for me. Please don't do that on the news. Okay. Well, folks, an incredible broadcast happening now.
We're looking for a third.
Don't know where you might be able to find that. Mr. Clam and Turtle from Entourage, is there anything you want to say to our viewers at home who might be aspiring entrepreneurs like yourself? And this just in.
Sing our song.
Okay.
If you see a cricket on the ground, pick it up and put it in your pocket. Cricket prices are about to skyrocket.
And we also do sing songs.
Now, I'm getting a breaking news bulletin over the wire, and Mr. Clam, this is sort of your news to break, so I'll let you do it, but it seems that they're breaking ground on your newest business.
Yes!
Do you want to tell the public a little bit more? This story is just coming in right now. Tell us a little bit about this new business.
It, honey.
Please do.
Sucking on a dog dick!
Yeah, so it's like a barcade.
And jerking it off!
But it's also like a pet adoption center.
You can fuck!
It's also like a rub and tug place.
Little doggies, fuck that little dog now.
So you can like go in, you can play like Burger Time, and then you can get like a Swedish deep tissue, and then you can suck off the dog.
Cars, so they are a person.
Yeah, it's also a hub for the dog Ubers that we're starting. Hell yeah.
You heard it here first. Could have swore that would have been the button, folks. We have so many things to pay off, so we're going to get started with that. But
I think about 13 more subscribers immediately.
We'll get those.
yeah, there's for sure going to be 13 more subscribers in the last 2 minutes of the show. But before we can get to that, we've got some breaking news stories from some of our subscribers. Let's read them now. Here's one from associate reporter Awesome Sauce coming to us with another story. It's Free Prison Tattoo Day. Today, come to the local prison to get your own prison tattoo today. Now, did you two take part in the free prison tattoos?
Yeah, I got.
What'd you get?
I got exit only tattooed on my back.
That's awesome.
And I got
Turtle?
entrance only tattooed on my asshole.
Entrance only on the actual like anus.
Yeah, I don't shit.
So
Yeah,
you
they
don't shit. Nothing's coming out of there.
Shit. That's a famous thing about real turtles. Too.
Yeah,
They
this
don't
is
shit.
also looks like abs. It's just shit pockets in my body.
So your body is just storing shit.
Yeah, like a
In
camel's
those-
hump.
Right.
I will die soon.
You heard it here first, folks. Here's a report from associate reporter New Dark 9 who says a reminder that the breaking in the top left corner still looks like a tongue coming out of a mouth.
Wow.
And that is a story. You can't forget that, folks. It's always great to have a news story that is a reminder of something else. That is the news, baby. Sometimes the news is the old. And here comes a story from associate reporter Baja Booty Blaster, who says, "Hello, is this thing on?" And this is a developing story. Here's one from associate reporter Moltarben, who says, axe-throwing WeWork startup under investigation for panopticoning. Co-founder found swole. I think that's in reference to you, Turtle. Now, obviously, that was a misconception. You just mentioned, Turtle, you're not actually swole. Your body is just filled with pockets of shit.
I'm sleepy, Daddy.
Okay.
Sometimes the pockets of shit make them a little sleepy.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Character tonight. Can I do a quick thing?
Yep,
Yeah.
we're going to bring out one
I gotta put them
last
to bed.
interview. Yep, okay.
I'm not healthy.
Production, is that all the subscriber stories that we had to break? Great. Well, we've got one last interview here.
Okay, this is my whole thing. Yeah, I don't really understand what got me put in here. I was just on a date with this girl, and we sat down at the restaurant, and she said, "I'm really hungry," and I went, "Oh, hey, hungry, I'm Trevor," and then a SWAT team arrested me.
That's our show, folks. Yes, we are the Everything Now Show.
Hey, thanks for letting me do that, everyone.
Glad we were able to get that one in under the wire. Folks, we do this show 5 times a week, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, which means we'll be live again on Monday. But if you don't want to have to remember that whole schedule, first of all, drop us a follow right here on Twitch. Secondly, join the Everything Now Show Discord. Yes, it's free to join, and you can submit images that we use on the show. Like, remember the news anchor images? Those are all submitted by you, the viewers at home, and pretty much all of our formats have some form of image submission game like that. But the only way to play is to join the Everything Now Show Discord.
Thanks for following Thought Chew Spit was Pepsi.
Really good username. And speaking of joining things, if you're in the market for joining Everything Now Show communities, you're going to want to check out the Everything Now Show Patreon. Yes, the Patreon, folks. There's more incredible Everything Now Show content to be found there. But not only are you going to get more Everything Now Show content like our weekly podcast, you're also going to get discounts on Everything Now Show merch, like this sick-ass poster printed on high-quality cardstock. And if that weren't enough, they're also going to be autographed.
Reminder,
by
every single one will be autographed now.
That's right.
And thank you, Anonymous.
Thank you, Anonymous.
And they will, and these are not like scans. These are all individually signed posters, and you'll notice that, and you can compare in the Discord. None of us are good at signing things, so no two signatures.
They're all
going to
be a little bit different.
Every signature will be unique because every time we try, we go, "Well, that didn't work."
We're pretty bad at it. I'm left-handed, so mine are probably gonna be smudged.
Yes.
But the point is, folks, you can buy one of these incredible posters by typing !merch. But before you do, consider joining the Everything Now Show Patreon, because you'll get a discount code when you join the Patreon, make it a little bit cheaper. We have a podcast that comes out every week, and if you subscribe at the $10 tier, there is now a video version of the podcast, so you can catch all the exciting stuff that happens on camera during the podcast. So consider joining at the $10 tier. But if you're a real sicko, you'll join at the $90 tier, and you'll join the ranks of the hot dog standees like Creative Steve, Caboose, Sentinel, New Dark 90, and Rewardian, and you will get a shout out at the end of every single Everything Now Show episode, like they just did.
And speaking of at the end of and
speaking of real sickos, tonight's guests were perhaps the sickest guests we've ever had on this show. It's Cam and Collin. Bring them up.
I'm sick in the head.
I'm sick in my body.
Cam and Collin, every time you do this show is a gift from God. Thank you both so much.
Being able to do the show is truly a gift from God.
It's always a blessing.
And also, just so you know, it is a full moon today.
Oh my God! You could feel it in the room.
You could feel it
in the room.
I think you could.
Werewolves of this studio.
That's right.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go jerk off a dog man.
That's what I'm saying. Dog man.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know, man. Show's over. I don't gotta pretend anymore. I don't know.
Anything to plug or promote?
My clown astrology group, Planets is doing the LA Astrofest at the end of this month. So if you're in LA, you should come to the LA Astrofest.
Check that out. And follow Camirin on IG to keep up with that.
And they're still letting me teach college students somehow.
Tell your students to watch this show.
When some of them graduate, I will give them away.
And find me around the city and answer my riddles 3.
Yes! They're really hard.
Yeah, they're really hard. But if you get them right, I'll grant you a wish.
Yeah. And follow it on Instagram. Keep up with these two. You want to know what they're up to. Thanks so much for doing it, and
Thanks for having
See you
us.
Monday.